Low, by Charles Hoyfort, Part 1, Chapter 7U. In the London evening newspapers, August 26, 1926, it was told that a mystery had been solved. People in Hampstead, London, had reported that, in the pond in Hampstead Heath, there was a mysterious creature. Sometimes it was said that the unknown inhabitant was a phantom, and there were stories of dogs that had been taken to the pond, and had sniffed, and had sneaked away, with their tails between their legs. All this in the London park. There was a story of a huge, black creature, with the head of a gorilla, and a bark like that of a dog with a sore throat. Mostly these were fishermen's tales. Anglers sit around this pond, and sometimes they catch something. Upon the night of August 25th, the line of one of these anglers, named Trevor, was grabbed. He landed something. This is Mr. Trevor's story. For all I know, he may have been out on an iceberg somewhere, hunting for materials for his wife's winter coat, catching something that was insufficient if he had a large wife. All that can be said is that Trevor appeared at a hotel near the pond, carrying a small animal that he said he had caught in the pond. Mr. F.G. Gray, proprietor of the hotel, had an iron tank, and in this the creature was lodged. And the next day the newspapers told that a young seal had been caught. Reporters went to the place, and one of them, the evening news representative, took along Mr. Shelley, of the London Zoo. Mr. Shelley identified the animal as a young seal and no tame specimen, but a wild one that snapped at fingers that were poked anywhere near him. So it was said that a mystery had been solved. But there were stories of other seals that had been seen or had been heard barking before the time of the birth of this seal in this London pond. One would think that the place was somewhere in Greenland. It was Mr. Gray's statement that for several years there had been, intermittently, these sounds and appearances. The pond is connected with the River Fleet, which runs into the Thames, and conceivably a seal could make its way, without being reported, from the ocean to this park, far inland from London. But the idea of seals coming and going, without being seen on the way in a period of several years, whereas in centuries before nothing of the kind had been heard of, was enough to put this story where most of our other stories, or data, have been put. Mostly the opinion is that they should stay there. London Daily Mail, November 2nd, 1926. Tale that taxes credulity. A story of two seals, within 3 months, in a local pond, is taxing the credulity of residents of Hampstead. But there is a story of another seal that had been caught, after a struggle, dying soon after capture. In the Daily Chronicle, it is said that the first mystery catch was still in the tank, in a thriving condition.